Tiger Ireson, the 23-year-old, has been out of the ring since 2018. Having some time with the loss of his dad. But he says he's more determined than ever to make his old man proud. He donned the t-shirt with his picture of his dad on the back. And there'll be a little bit of ring rust to get rid of here, but against an experienced opponent in Lee Hallett, who's only won once in his 32 fights. Straight into it, Ireson throwing out a jab, trying to get a tester, just missing, but both men jostling for the centre of the ring.
Well, I'm not sure about Tiger. I mean, he's got a beard and long hair. Why not Lion? No?
I'm not sure we're here to judge his nickname.
I'm not judging. I'm just, playing with things. But no, he looks in tremendous shape, physicality-wise. Like, he looks solid, doesn't he? When he had that T-shirt on, he could have, underneath that. I'm not lying. I didn't expect to see that physique. He's in very good shape. He looks very strong, Ireson.
Well, the experienced Lee Hallett doesn't look in too bad shape either. He's been on the road many times, and this will be nothing new to him coming into an away corner and taking on the home favourite. Ireson, a year and a half is a long time away from sport. So we'll be interested to see how his timing is early on in this fight.
Well, I mean, he's only 24. He's a young lad, and he's clearly been through hell and back, It's lovely to see that boxing's here for him. He's continuing it. And he's not rushed straight back in. It's easy to rush in and try and make a statement on your first fight back, isn't it? But, he's 4-0, and he's fighting a guy who in 32 fights has only been stopped twice. So he's clearly a tough, durable opponent, and he's throwing lots of jabs, making it tricky, but he's not getting drawn into a scrap, is he?
I like the start from Conor. He's just got behind his jab, he's kept it to the simple 1-2, got behind his basics and really backed himself to just sort of ease his way into this fight. Gain control, using his jab. Lovely, caught him with 1-2 there. The old cat gets caught with a sweet right hand from Hallett.
Yeah, it looks like Harlett's sort of switching. I don't know, can't really make much of it. 1 minute he's southpaw, the next minute he's not, and he clipped him with a little inside right check hook. But Ireson not fazed by it, and it's probably good to get hit early in the fight and realise I'm okay.
Hallett's tricky opponent. He doesn't get stopped very often at all.
If you look at the footwork of Hallett in terms of the movement, he's in and out, he's moving around that ring, and if he can maintain that work rate with his feet, he might be able to tire Ireson down, but Ireson remains strong in the middle and he's not getting sucked into any tactics.
Caught him with a lovely right hand there. He's still trying to find his range, missing with a few jabs as the pair come together at the end of the first.
After the first round, that's all gone and you're back to business. So this is where we're going to see the potential of Ireson here.
Hallett starts around in southpaw behind 3 lovely jabs. It's showing what a tricky opponent he can be for many a home fighter. His record is harsh. He is a talented fighter, and as we often see with journeymen, they are very good boxers. But the politics of boxing can stop them from having a record that they truly deserve. A nice body-head boot combination from Hallett, as Ireson looks to establish that jab again and find his range. Misses with the right hand.
Well, Hallett he's actually been in the ring with 2 area title challengers. He's been in there with Alex Fearon, who's challenged for the Midlands area title, and he's also been in there with Ishmael Ellis, I think he's challenged twice for the area title. Home corner lads, good, well experienced lads, and he's gone the distance with both. So very durable, very experienced.
He's got the look of a wily old fox in there. He doesn't look phased at all by anything that Conor's throwing at him. But as I say, it will take a while for Conor to get his timing back, get his range, and feel truly comfortable back in that ring again.
But Connor looks very composed. He's not rushing into anything. Look, jab, 1-2, 1-2 hook. You know, as an amateur, they're the first sets of punches you learn to throw. And he's using them well. If you look at his front foot, he's matching the front foot of Hallett in southpaw. That doesn't faze him. He's cutting off the ring well. He's walking his opponent down. He's not expelling energy that he doesn't need to expel, is he?
The crowd in full voice already for Callum Blockley, who headlines tonight's card.
The referee having the fighters into the middle.
These fights can often be messy when you've got a local prospect up against an experienced man who likes to fight on the road.
Got to say, I know it's not a fashion contest. Hallett shorts, I really like them. Susie Wong. I'm not on commission, but they're a really nice pair of shorts. On a side note.
The sort of sound bites you only get when you're commentating alongside Nathan Kirk.
Yeah. All things boxing. I mean, you've got to look the part. Hallett there. A nice right hook to the body, right hook to the head. But Ireson riding the storm and working those basic shots again. He's got a good range. He's the taller fighter. He's trying not to get tangled up.
He's not found it easy in this round to sort of take the control they had in the first. Hallett is being tricky. He's switch hitting. He's good on his feet.
But, you know, that massive experience as an amateur shone through. And here on the other side of it, we're seeing someone who's been out of the ring for a while, got that pedigree, but is easing their way back in, putting the feelers out. He's just getting his range, and he is doing a good job. He's up in the work rate now with the punches. Hallett, very eyes fixed on the prize, looking to take rounds here, isn't he?
Couple of good jabs from Ireson, just making Hallett miss.
The head of Hallett swung up there. If you notice, he came up with his head. And he's done that a couple of times now.
Referee just having a word with him.
Well, it only takes one of those to catch your eye and you got a cut. In that event, if you're cut, it goes on who's winning up until that point.
If it's past 4 rounds.
If it's past 4.
Yeah.
Of course, if he's cut before 4 rounds,
no contest.
Then it's either a DQ or he loses.
No contest.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Hallett is boxing really well here. Oh, lovely little right hook again. Hallett very much in this round. He was creeping in that last round. I'd have said that, you know, Ireson edged it, but this round, at the moment, for me, Hallett's controlling it so far. He's having a go.
There. Just like Ireson to just throw a couple of combinations, try and halt progress here.
But nice solid 1-2, 1-2 hook landed. What he's throwing is landing, you know. So if you're looking at, nice 1-2.
Gets backed up onto the ropes and gets caught with a nice backhand.
Just that chin was just up a bit too high there from Ireson.
Lovely right hand.
That'll spur Ireson on there.
Shakes his head.
We heard that from ringside. I think that will have woken Hallett up, but also Ireson, that will give him a bit of a drive to step it up now.
Hallett very comfortable to have his hands down low, but paid the price a few seconds ago.
Oh, I thought he was going to throw that. Nice head movement from Hallett. I don't know why he's holding back off that hook there. It's twice he's sort of gone to throw it and not thrown it.
Ireson very much taking control of the centre of the ring. Hallett comes back into it.
Hands are down now, a bit of confidence coming from Hallett.
A lot of confidence, slipping and sliding. Lost a little bit of balance, and the pair clinch, the referee breaks them up.
You're starting to see that experience of 32 fights. Pivoting, moving his head, catching him with a counter cross.
Awkward with his hand movement as well, making it hard for Ireson to predict what's coming back next. But another very entertaining round as we head into the 4th. So I see, Nathan, on your scorecard, you're going Lee Hallett that round.
I am torn as to whether I'd have given Hallett a share of the round or whether I'd given Hallett the round. So I'm going to put my neck on the line and say, based on his work rate and the big shots that I catch in his movement, he's taking the control of the ring now, Hallett, a little bit. I'd give him that round, at least a share of it. So either it's a 10-10 round for me, I'm edging towards Hallett that round. That's not me going against, obviously, Ireson. Landed some good shots there. I'd like to see Ireson up the work rate now and throw some eye-catching combinations. He's clearly got it within his arsenal. I want to see it now. He needs to get that chin down and throw some meaningful punches, doesn't he?
Into the fourth and final round. Conor Ireson with a little bit of work to do, just as you say, that lovely long right hand catches Hallett flush on the chin. A little bit of work to do just to see this out.
It's nice to see the composure in the face of Ireson as well. He's not rushing in, he's still very composed.
He'll be back out on May 30th
Nice
at
one
the
too.
Morningside Arena.
That's just his chin's a little bit too high, Ireson, and he's been clipped again with that hook. Nothing too major, but just needs to tuck his chin down behind his shoulder a bit.
Hallett's effectively used the long lead right hand hook from that southpaw stance, and he's caught Ireson quite a few times.
I'm looking at Hallett in the middle of the ring, and those big two shots they landed. He's confident, and a confident fighter is a dangerous fighter. So for me, Ireson needs to take that confidence away. He's winning the fight for me, at least 2 rounds to 1, at least. I just want to see work rate now.
You just really want him to stamp his authority on this fight and really leave no question in the minds of the judges as to who's won this fight. And
lovely hooks there landed by Hallett.
He's used his basics well today, Conor Ireson. Obviously coming off that long layoff, clinched. Ireson's corner not liking the Hallett's clinching a fair bit.
We can see Ireson straight into the middle of the ring, look, asserting that with his feet, but now we need to back it up with our hands, look. You know, it is his first fight back, so he's bound to be a little bit cagier and still trying to find his feet, but he needs to throw those hands.
And Hallett's not exactly the dream opponent off the back of a long layoff. It's tricky, he's
nice
awkward.
Hook. Yeah.
He knows his way around the ring.
It's a nice fight to watch. You're seeing a lot of the scale here, but Hallett pushing the home corner fighter back on the ropes. You can hear those big shots coming through now. Hallett's giving it a real go now.
You just like Ireson to do a little bit more in defence against that long right hook.
The hands are low, and Hallett's trying stuff out. But it's not phasing Ireson. He's not falling into any lures. He's not getting swayed. 10 seconds. Come on, let's see a big flurry now. Oh, nice body shot.
Lovely body shot, and one to the head.
Slightly low.
Hallett leaving it all in there in the fourth round, and a great ending to another entertaining fight here in the King Power Stadium in Leicester. Nathan, controversially, has scored this a draw at 38-38. Do you think he'll go that way with the judges?
I think I can very much see it being 39-38 to Ireson. And I think the worst case scenario is a draw. I think if it's a draw, I won't be surprised. 39-38 to Ireson, but at worst, a draw.
As I said, Hallett's...
Those last 2 rounds for me, Hallett came into it and started to find his feet. Ireson, very steady in the middle of the ring, never really got caught with a big shot. Very composed, but the work rate came from Hallett in the last 2 rounds. And if that's caught the eye of the judges...
4 rounds of professional boxing, we go to the scorecard, and the score is as follows. 40-36 in favour of your winner. And still with a 100% fight record, 5 for 5, Conor Tiger Ireson!
So 40-36.